Good morning, guys. This is a new little series that I'm doing for our family. I love cooking. It's always been my passion. I love to have family over. I love it when family comes home and we can sit down and eat together. I can't stand for people to be hungry. I always want them to be full and happy. But I'm going to share a couple of things with you. The first one is my Sizzling Green Beans. Everybody that eats them seems to like them. I will share that with you and hoping that if you fix it, you like it. Now, the things that you will need, I just take a can of green beans, okay? I use Morton's Nature's seasoning. You will need just a tiny bit of sugar. That's way too much. You will need some butter, about a tablespoon. You will need some olive oil. Now, this is my favorite brand. I do not like the extra virgin taste, okay? This is the rich taste. This is in a green bottle. I don't like it, but it's all they had when I bought. What I like, and this is old, I'm not going to use it. I like the extra light tasting, and it says for high heat cooking, okay? It will not burn. And you will need something to stir your green beans. You will need a tablespoon, that's the big one. You'll need a teaspoon, the next size down. You'll need a half a teaspoon and a knife to cut your butter. I may not end up using the teaspoon, just the half teaspoon. I don't know, I'll have to see. So I take my can of green beans, and it's going to have liquid, and you pour half the liquid off, okay? You put those in a pretty good sized skillet that has some flat space. I've already got mine poured in. I've already added my seasonings because I started a video that quit on me. So this is my first time to do this. So I added 1 tablespoon, the big one, of olive oil. Added that, okay. I've added 1 teaspoon, the next size down, of the Morton's Nature Seasoning. The olive oil and the seasonings, and I've added a half teaspoon of sugar. All right, I put all that in the pan. Has just a little bit of liquid in it. I don't know if you can see that or not, just a little bit. About a half a can of liquid. I turn that on about number 9, medium-high heat, and I bring this to a boil. This technique is called glazing, and it isn't just dumping a can of green beans in a saucepan and heating them up or putting them in the microwave. It is a technique that's going to take you just a little time, not long, but it will taste so much better. Glazing is the technique. Takes just a minute for this to come to a boil. I'm going to turn it on high until it does. Okay. Now, when this starts to boil, you're going to let the water cook off until it's dry. This is starting to boil. I'm just going to shake it around. I want a big boil on it. I may leave it on high for a few minutes. Now, what the boiling process does is just heat the beans up, all right? You're going to cook this until the liquid evaporates and they're going to be dry. You can take your spoon and stir it around. Like I say, you can see it doesn't have much liquid in it. Maybe you can see that. I don't know if I've told you or not, but now Stephen and Angela gave me the idea to document some of my recipes so you can have them for the future. Do you hear that? Do you hear what that sounds like? This is boiling pretty big now. I'm just going to let it boil dry. The main thing you want to consider here is do not let these burn once they get dry. Okay? Mine are almost dry. And you want to keep stirring them. Don't let them burn. You're going to hear a sizzle and a crackling. That's what you want. I hope you can hear what this sounds like, because this is when the glazing kicks in. Like I said, just be sure to stir them around. When you serve these green beans, they're going to be dry. You'll have no liquid in them. You hear that? I'm going to stir them again. You can tell when they're really glazing good. You'll have some dark stuff you can rake up off your pan. Now that stuff may get a little brown, but just don't let your beans burn. Okay? When the dark stuff starts turning really, really dark, then take it off the heat. I'll kind of show you what this looks like. You see? See how dark that's getting? I don't know if I'm going to see it or not. See how that dark that's getting around your pan? Okay, take it off. And I put 1 tablespoon of butter. Looks about like that. Turn the heat off. Stir it around. See how your pan will look? Melt your butter. Something that Mama Stokes used to do, your great-grandmother, if you want to. You don't have to. But you can take a potato masher, what it looks like, and give 1, 2 mashes in your beans. And now stir it up good. Now remember, you don't want your pan to burn a lot. It's going to be some brown, okay? But don't let them burn. See, mine are not burned. So, let me see what it tastes like. That's a really good bean. You can also add some pepper if you want pepper on them. Pepper makes them real good. Now, you will have pepper in the Morton nature seasoning. So, you may prefer a little salt on top of this, but don't do too much, okay? Okay, give it a try and let me know what you think. See, there's no liquid. I hope you enjoy. Also, guys, you can add some chopped onion to this and cook the onion with your beans. Then you can throw in some pimento, or after you finish cooking your beans, you can sprinkle them with chopped fried bacon. That's really good. Also, something that I do different, sometimes I use brown sugar. I like brown sugar. I replace the white sugar with brown sugar. So they can be doctored up any way you'd like to do that. But just remember, always start off with a half can of liquid. You don't want a full can of liquid because you'll cook the beans down to mush trying to get them dry. So always use a half can of liquid. I want you to know that I love each one of you to the moon and back. Never stop it. Hope you enjoy.